ESP have been producing PVA bags for well over 18 years now in their own factories using their own dedicated machinery. And recently they have undergone a few little tweaks and changes just to improve them a little bit more. First off, the size of the bags have been slightly tweaked just to make them more user friendly. So they're still available in the mini, the multi, the sock and the bulk, and they're both again available in the plain and the perforated as before. Another thing that has been improved is the toughness and the durability of the PVA bags, and this has been done without making the film any thicker of the PVA bags, and it doesn't affect the breakdown rate either. Visually, you'll be able to see that the PVA bags are in new packaging now, which is resealable, which keeps them nice and fresh and in tip-top condition. I've been using PVA bags for well over 10 years now, and I've caught a boatload of fish on them, ranging from small fish to big fish. And in fact, I've actually caught my current PB, Dave from Bluebells, on a PVA bag just cast to a showing fish. And on that note, I don't think there is a better tactic out there than a solid bag PVA presentation at casting for showing fish, particularly if you're on a short session or you're trying to scratch out a bite. There's no better presentation for nicking that bite. Not only that, they're good for long range fishing, for fishing over bait, and also I've caught plenty of fish fishing in the margins over a PVA bag, and I really do think it is the ultimate presentation. So let's have a quick look at how I tie my PVA bags up. The rig I use for my PVA bag fishing is nice and simple and hasn't changed in all the time I've been using it. I use a 3.5, sometimes a 4 ounce inline lead, a nice supple braided hook link of around 3 to 4 inches, a size 7 hook which just slowly balances a single grain of plastic corn. Further up, I use a short length of lead core where lead core is allowed, and if not, then I just put a tail rubber over and slide up a bit of rig tubing. So first thing I do, I get my PVA bag out of the seal bag and reseal it back up. One thing I've noticed with the new PVA as well is the PVA bag opens really easy. There's no sticking, the bag doesn't stick together, it just pops open nicely, ready to be loaded up. First thing I do is I'll put a little bit of the mix into the PVA bag. I always use a mixture of pellets, sort of 2 mil or smaller really, just to keep the bag nice and compact. Then I take the hook bait and just lower it into the PVA bag and shuffle it around so that the hook point is facing down and the hook point is completely buried so that it can't get tangled in the hook link. Then I start to load up the PVA bag with the mix, probably to about 3/4 of the way full, and I just pull the lead out and straighten the hook link without moving the hook bait. Next thing, I just push the lead into the pellets and just work his way into there, work his way into the bag whilst kind of compacting it with my fingers the whole time. And it's already starting to take shape. Once the lead is fully buried, all I do is start twisting the top and moulding it with my hands, just compressing it and shaping it and twisting. So I'm pushing all the air out of the PVA bag, completely filling all the voids with the small pellets. And as you can see, it's already starting to take shape. A bit of PVA tape, I just do 2 wraps around the top, and then a simple overhand knot to tie the top of the PVA bag off. Just trim off the excess PVA, and then all I do is lick and stick. You've got the little film at the bottom. I just lick across there and fold it over. And then to make it aerodynamic, you just want to get rid of these corner bits that sticks out. So just kind of grab the corner, push it in with your finger and thumb, and then lick and stick again. Repeat the process with the other corner, just push it in, and this just makes the bag more aerodynamic. There you go, nice and simple PVA bag that's going to cast with accuracy at any range you want really.